But yeah, so we are going to get started here. And we have, what is this? Intelligence, intelligence, power, intelligence, power, tank, tank, power. So we actually have 3 intelligence builds, 3 power builds, and 2 tank builds. So really, really diverse group of monsters here. 3 of the 4 intelligence builds in rank S are currently here. The only one who's not is Vermilion 2. But let's get started. First off, we got Adriana, and we have Kablam. So most of these monsters haven't actually fought in rank S yet. The only ones that have are Krakatera and Ponkoi because they did not immediately advance, and so they fought a couple of these other monsters in rank S. Adriana and Conjunctive and Edenbuild haven't fought any of the other monsters here. Adriana and Wemkid haven't fought any of the other monsters here. Bad Idea and Kablam, you know, and so on and so forth. So, you get to see a bunch of brand new matches, and we will get... This is a match where everything in top 4 matters. If you get 4th, sucks to suck. If you get 3rd or 2nd, you get to stay and you just barely hang on. And if you get 1st place, you know, obviously that's what everyone is gunning for. So it's not only points. If you get 1st place in this, seeding from this point no longer matters. You will have 1 chance to win the entire tournament at that point. And so everybody wants one of those spots. There's only going to be 6 spots in the Legend Cup. And we'll see who makes it. I think Adriana, once again, as top seed in the entire tournament right now, has a very good shot at making the whole thing. Water gun hits. That is a big crit. Kablam in a little bit of trouble here. Adriana does not have a ton of offense. Like, when you take a look at her stats, her actual intelligence stat is one of the lower ones, but she does have power to make up for that. And then on top of that, she also has attack to do a lot of withering and have a pretty solid chance to crit. So she doesn't need to do a ton of damage necessarily. Like, she's not necessarily going for the 1-hit kill. She can hit once and then win on that regardless. Trying to adjust my sleep schedule now that my night shifts are over. Not doing a good job. Yikes. Yeah, I know what that's like. Ooh, Adriana wins game number 1. Let me move my screen up a little bit. There we go. So Kablam would really like a win here. Water cannon, huge damage, ton of withering. I believe Kablam is good-natured as well. There's a lot of good-natured monsters in this tournament. Because of how easy it is to die in 1 hit with how like glass cannony these builds are, I understand why a lot of people did in anger. Makes sense. They don't want to be easier to hit, but even in Kablam's case, you know, this 50-50s don't roll in your favor, you don't win. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Adriana has already won 2. I was trying to type something in, and I use my keyboard to play. I don't use a controller. And I accidentally hit S, which is what I use for my X button. Next up, we got Conjunctive, and we got Edenbuild. We saw these 2 fight on Sunday. Conjunctive won 3 of the 4 sets they were in. But Edenbuild managed to get 1 win out of those 4. Very, very close. I went to game 10 in Grand Finals, so it really could not have been closer. And Conjunctive won on a grit comeback in Grand Finals. So very, very insane set. One of the best sets I think I've ever seen in Monster Rancher. Let me pull up my schedule real quick. Okay. Yeah, how's your puppy doing, Macho? I-beam to start things off. Eden built one of the 2 tanks. Both the tanks in this belong to me. I'm almost no grand tanks for good reason. It's not a fantastic build. But I was just too far in at that point. I couldn't have possibly dropped my defense to get my speed up to where I wanted. I was too far gone by the point that we were in rank S. So Conjunctive not using any withering attacks. Or, sorry, it doesn't have any withering attacks, but not using any attacks with high withering while anger was on. But now Eden built has own anger and it catches up in guts, has a significant lead, gets angry again. It's going to constantly get hit, but 75% on steady jab still misses. Wow. Taste roll of 56, that misses as well. Conjunctive has got hit once. And there's a Yodel that's going to take away all Eden built's guts. Conjunctive dodging a lot of attacks that would have costed the game, so that is win for Conjunctive. Edenbuilt got a lot of anger there, was able to keep up with Conjunctive and Guts despite being constantly withered, so that wasn't too one-sided. Just unfortunate that the 75% and a few other very accurate attacks missed. Slap at 54 hits, 128 damage, minus 8 Guts. Telekinesis, I mentioned this earlier, Telekinesis is probably the best attack for Edenbuilt to get hit by. Doesn't do a lot of damage, doesn't have a super high chance to crit, and does a little bit of withering, but not an insane amount, so with a very long animation, it usually gets back. Oh my god. Also, root combo misses again. I don't know why. I don't know why root combo is so inaccurate, considering it's like plus 25, but it just cannot hit. Slap hits again. There's anger from Conjunctive. Oh, dodges that slap. That was pretty important, I think. Oh, and there's an anger from Edenbuilt. Another spit. Fury. Steady jab with Fury. Misses at 72 again. Are you kidding me? Wow. So Conjunctive actually only wins that by dodging 2 70s in a row. Or 3 70s in a row. Conjunctive wins 2-0. Dude, I don't think I've seen a monster proc 3 different battle specials in a row like that. Where it gets anger, and then it gets fury, and then it gets guard. But, yeah. Lucky wins are the name of the game in Monster... Oh my god. Are the name of the game in Monster Rancher. Sometimes you're lucky, sometimes you're not the lucky one. This is where Jack's RNG luck went? Yeah. Next up, we got Wemked and Bad Idea. Ironically, a historically very lucky matchup for Bad Idea. Bad Idea has won this set a couple times, despite not really deserving it. And so maybe that'll be the case, or maybe this will be the time Wemked gets to comeuppance. Oh yeah, you can see 900 skill on Bad Idea. He is going to suffer from Guts Correction. Wemked will be a little bit more accurate. Flick combo hits though, there's going to be a decent amount of withering there. Half his health and 18 Guts down, not too bad. Spike stabs hits. Ooh, big damage, minus 15 Guts. Bad Idea gets anger, so now he has a huge Guts lead. Goes for Hopper combo at 39, and that hits. I mean, there's the luck that I was missing in the last game coming in handy. Okay, so that's game 1 to the Rodent. Flick combo hits again. Oh, big crit, 429 damage, minus 25 Guts. Angry Tentacles, say goodbye to 99 Guts, Bad Idea. Oh, 77. Okay, so not quite, but that was a lot of Guts down. Bad Idea will hit 20 or 45 Guts before Wemked, despite having substantially less at the end of that attack. Flick at 59, hits, not enough to kill. Wemked is still in this. And has some very powerful attacks with Spike Stabs and Spike Bite. Tentacles is going to do a lot of withering again. Ooh, 260 damage. Pretty serious withering. But Bad Idea has 68% of Rapid Flick, and that hits. Do we see a grit? We do not. So Bad Idea wins 2-0. Bad Idea and Edenbuilt's strength is that they have very, very quick Guts regen and can tank hits. So a move like Tentacles, which is incredibly powerful, is a little bit less like broken against them, I should say, because they'll take the damage. It's still significant damage and still significant withering, and if they do not proc anger, it can be an issue. It's not like Tentacles against a fast Guts tank is the bad option. It's definitely not, but it's just not as oppressive as it is in some of the other matches. Also, that's the reason why you can't run a slow Guts tank. If you got hit by Tentacles and you had like an 18 Guts rate, you're running a Golem or a Mono, your game is over. You literally will not be able to come back from that. You'll run the rest of the game at a deficit. Krakatair and Ponkoi, we saw these two fight literally yesterday. Krakatair kinda dumpstered Ponkoi. Krakatair won from winners in very unceremonious one-hit KOs. See what he's got going this time. The eruption misses at 60. Wow, that's bad. Krakatair is going to have to build up some guts again. He used it at... That means he used it at 80 guts. Wow, you don't see Phoenix get up to 80 guts too often. Both monsters yet to land a hit. Fire Twister at 52 misses as well. Ponkoi in range to attack. Roll Assault at 50 and misses as well. Wow. 18 seconds left on the clock. Neither monster has landed anything. Both can attack. 10 seconds left. Who is it gonna be? Gatling blows at 54, and there's the hit. Does Krakatair have the ability to counterattack here? He'll have 45 guts on the clock. Fire Twister at 0? Nothing. Ponkoi wins game number 1. Oops, my apologies. Let's re-enter these monsters. It's only game 1. Krakatair still in this. Missing at 60% eruption sucks. That would have been an instant kill. 80 guts coming off that move? Damn, that is wild. Roll Assault, frame 1, 33%, and it misses. Time for Krakatair to counterattack. What's it got? Eruption at 55? Is it a one-hit kill? It is. 999 clean. Krakatair, big counterattack. And we have game 3 coming up. They both back off. No monster attacks to start things off. Roll Assault hits at 33, and half of Krakatair's health is gone. Both monsters can attack. Krakatair kind of lost of those attacks. Ponkoi decides to be a homie and backs up a little bit. Hits the Roll Assault. No crit though. Krakatair is still alive. Gets power. It doesn't need power. Power Eruption misses. That would have been so much overkill. Dazzling Roll misses. Krakatair probably has one more shot. Power will not be active when it gets 45 guts. Even though this is a very, very long power activation. Roll attack misses. What's he got, though? What's he got to win this? Fire Twister at 52 misses. Ponkoi looking like the winner this time. He's got 45 guts. What's he got? Fire Twister crit. Oh, the Dazzling Roll to run down the clock. Ponkoi wins 2-1. That's the first 2-1 we've seen today. Okay. Let's take a look at our bracket. So we have Adriana, Conjunctive, Ponkoi, and Bad Idea winning their first game. And we'll move on into round number 2. It's a fairly quick round. We had a lot of instant kills. A lot of quick kills regardless. Adriana versus Edenbuilt. Adriana has very, very good techs, but I'm curious to see how they play out against a monster with a faster guts rate than Adriana, A monster that has a very, very bad nature and can gain those guts back. And so even there, with Inbuilt not getting the anger, they both have similar guts after the water gun. Oh, 34, that was a pretty big hit there. Inbuilt down to half health. Realistically, getting hit by another water gun would not be the worst thing in the world. Root combo misses again. Oh my god, what is with this move, man? It just does not work. It misses like 90% of the time. Slap misses as well. Eden Built has hit 2 attacks across 3 games. Landed 2 attacks. Or no, I landed a couple of slaps. Oh, another water cannon. So that'll be that. So we saw grit, but we didn't see anger. We really needed anger to come back in that matchup. Water cannon start things off. Could be good for Eden Built. Oh, big crit. And no anger. So of course, things don't roll in Eden Built's favor. That seems to be how things go for the plant. Plant combo hits at 536 on a crit of its own. And now Adriana is in trouble. Needs to kill with its next hit. Root combo finally lands. There you go. That's when it matters. Oh, and there's a grit, so Adriana's not out of it yet. Both monsters can attack very shortly. Who's going to attack first? Water cannon. Hits. And another crit. And another grit. Adriana will win on the grit tie, so Eden Built has to land its next attack. Oh my god, Eden Built doesn't even attack! Fuck. Fuck my life, man. Wow. Kinda bullshit, not gonna lie. Sometimes your monster just doesn't attack. Adriana wins 2-0. Not a good day for the plant so far. Next up, we got Conjunctive, we got Bad Idea. So maybe Bad Idea will be the lucky one, and Built will be the unlucky one, and it'll even out. We'll see. Conjunctive versus Bad Idea. Very similar to the last matchup we just saw. Conjunctive does have a lot more life than Adriana. Hopper combo at 37 misses Conjunctive with a good chance to counterattack here. Goes for the spit. 3 in a row. There's the anger. Bad Idea down to half health. I-beam hits. 41% Hopper combo hits. How much damage are you looking at? 999 on the crit. And that's it. Bad Idea wins game number 1. Game 2. Hopper combo at 38 misses again. Really not a very good opening move. You kind of want to use it when your opponent is trailing you in guts. Wow, big crit. Spit's been critting a lot. So with the flick, doesn't do a lot of damage. It's not a very strong attack. Hopper combo at 35 misses again. Conjunctive not using the moves that are bad in this matchup, only using the moves that are good in this matchup. And Bad Idea not getting angry at all in this entire game. Literally got hit like 9 times, didn't proc anger a single time. So that is payback for the Hopper combo hitting at 40, I suppose. And he does the exact same thing again. This has been literally the exact same opening. They've both backed up out of slot 4 and then moved all the way up to slot 1. Yodel is going to hit, going to do a lot of withering. And Bad Idea is not going to get angry because, I don't know, he doesn't want to win. Wow, that's actually kind of bogus. There's been like 13 hits in a row there where Bad Idea has not procced anger. But he hits the hopper combo, so, you know, all is forgiven. That's 22 guts. It's not over yet. Conjunctive still in this, and of course Conjunctive gets angry. Of course Conjunctive gets angry. Hits the telepathy. It's going to crit, because of course. Bad Idea finally procs its own anger, but it's way too little too late. Bad Idea is going to have to grit here, and it does not. Conjunctive, 2 games in a row, getting exceptionally lucky. Okay, so next up we have Wemked, and we have Ponkoi. Spike Bite at 40%? Wow. That's kind of scary. That move does a ton of damage. It's not that expensive. Roll Assault misses at 41. Try it again at 38. That time it misses as well. Wemked has a pretty big lead here in Guts. 3 in a row. I don't know. Flattening L at 61. That misses as well. And another Roll Assault. Damn, 0-4. Tentacles at 57, that misses as well. Neither of these monsters can land a hit. 1-2 thrust hits. It's the first attack landing of the day. Or rather, of the day. Of this match. And it happened with 15 seconds left on the clock. Wemked is now strapped for time. He will not have 45 guts by the end. Be very close, but not quite. He hit it exactly as time runs out. Technically had a couple of frames to use spike stabs and go for something, but I don't think he could have done enough damage. So, that's something. Tentacles at 53 misses. Dazzling Roll misses as well. Ponkoi still has a guts lead though. Ponkoi does have the faster guts rate of the two. Dazzling Roll misses again. Wemked up to 50. 53 on spike stabs. That misses. Spike stabs is a heavy tech with a plus chance to hit. I think it's +2 or +4. Kind of peculiar move in that sense. Not a lot of heavy techs have almost A accuracy. Gatling blows at 62. Ooh, 611 damage, and Ponkoi is going to win that one 2-0. Fortunately, Wemked missed every single attack in 2 games, which is very unfortunate. And finally, we have Krakatoa and Kablam for round number 2. Okay, who's going to win between the Phoenix and the Genie? Again, the winner of this tournament will move on to the Legend Cup, which is basically the grand finals of the entire tournament, the entire league. Kablam crits on that crit eruption. I was gonna say Fire Wave. It's not called Fire Wave anymore. My bad. Mystic Combo misses. So Kablam's still in this, but Krakatoa has a 50% chance to win on his next swing. Fuck the watermelon slice up. Yeah, coulda. Wemked was really, really unlucky. He didn't land a single attack. And it wasn't like substantially less accurate than his opponent either. Cracked Hair just chilling on a Guts lead. Not a thing you see often with Phoenix, but goes for another Eruption. 2 seconds left. Blam can win this. Doesn't go for anything though. Walks over slot 2 and 3 on the way to the front and then back as well. Cracketeer up 1-0. Mr. Combo misses once again. Oh, and there's a Fire Twister and it kills on a crit. 18 guts to kill on a crit. Absolutely wild. Not doing... Kablam's not Shazamming, yeah. Okay, so after 2 rounds... Winner's Cup jitters, yeah, I think that's the case for a couple of these monsters. Eden Built and Kablam and Wemked all 0-2. Kind of surprising to see Wemked 0-2. And then Adriana Conjunctive and Ponkoi all 2-0. And then Cracketeer and Bad Idea at 1-1. Very quick matches so far. Next up we have Adriana versus the last tank in the tournament, Bad Idea. Very possible that goes the exact same at Eden Built. It really does come down to whether or not these tank monsters get power or get anger or not. Without anger, it's very hard to beat a monster that does a ton of withering. And it's literally luck. It's either it happens or it doesn't. Adriana's weakness is that it only has 2 attacks and they're both very, very expensive. So it basically wastes all of its guts every time it attacks. Flick hits for a little bit of damage, 218 on the crit. Hopper slowly catching up, uses Flick again. At 40 guts deficit though, that's maybe not the best option. Water Cannon will do a lot of damage here. 460, no crit. There's the anger though. Hopper combo at 38 is going to land. That's going to do a ton of withering. Minus 48 guts. Adriana grits again. Wild. Absolutely wild. Grit every time she gets knocked out. Hopper combo at 36 misses. Looking very bad for Bad Idea. Water Gun hits. It's not enough to KO though. And time runs out before Adriana is able to use Water Cannon to blow him up. Water Cannon would have definitely done that. There, you had a 60 guts lead. That would have been the win for Adriana. If Adriana attacks first, Bad Idea has a better shot than if Bad Idea attacks first. Pushes him back into Water Cannon range. Hits. But Bad Idea has a pretty significant guts lead. Goes for the flick combo. And it misses at 64%. Water Cannon again. Do we see an anger? Nope. We see no anger in this match. Bad Idea will not get a chance to proc anger. And he basically needs to kill with his next attack. Pretty unfortunate set of circumstances for him. And he misses the Hopper combo. So this is more or less over. Adriana getting basically perfect rolls twice in a row. Water Cannon hits again. Minus 40 guts and no grit, despite Bad Idea having an insane amount of defense. And defense, as we learned, helps you grit more, which is kind of peculiar considering Adriana has 0. Or 24. Water Gun hits. A little bit of damage, procs the withering. Bad Idea has a good shot here. This is the flick at 64. Fairly long animation, so some of that anger has gone to waste. Hopper combo 39 hits though. 706 damage. And there's another grit. There's another grit. Both monsters capable of attacking. Bad Idea attacks first and hits the... I don't know why Adriana didn't attack there. That was very, very clean for Adriana, but she did nothing. Poor bad idea, not just their knight. I don't know. That was a lot of like bogus luck on both sides there. Adriana got the grit twice in a row, but Adriana also didn't attack and needed to. It lost both those matches because it just did not do the one thing it needed to do, which was use a big attack with a lot of guts. So that was just kind of spaghetti on all sides. Conjunctive and Ponkoi. Ponkoi with, I think, the lowest skill in the tournament at 800. Does have Gatling Blows, which at 58%, even though it has 100 less skill than his opponent's speed, is pretty significantly accurate. Conjunctive, not fighting a tank this time. Ooh. Hits the telekinesis anyway, that's a big crit, 400 damage. Misses that time. Very long animation when it misses. Ponkoi built up quite a few guts there. Roll assault at 38. And then hits. Not a crit. Not enough to kill. 283 damage. Conjunctive, basically one hit from death. 1-2 thrusts, 50-50 on the win, and it hits. Not enough to kill though. Wow, Conjunctive gets anger. Has an enormous guts lead. Just needs to land one more spit. And goes for it and misses. 8 seconds left. Telekinesis hits. It's gonna kill Ponkoi. We grit, we do not. Conjunctive wins with 28 guts. That extremely high amount of guts it had at the end really helped it with its defense. Kept it alive. IB misses at 41. Dazzling Roll at 41 hits. 653 damage on a crit. Wow. Dazzling Roll, not the most powerful tech, but does have a very, very good chance to crit. Dazzling Roll at 39 misses. Conjunctive with a pretty big guts lead now. A little bit of damage, a little bit of withering. Procs anger on Ponkoi. So Ponkoi is going to hit 5 guts first, but if this lasts for quite a while, Conjunctive has a shot to take advantage of it. No! The angry roll assault takes him out. We have a game 3. Oh, my camera's so angled so high. There we go. See a little bit more of my face. Maybe that's too much of my face. There we go. So, 1-all going into game 3. Dazzling Roll hits again. 37% seems to be the magic number. Conjunctive in a little bit of trouble, but can bring this back with a Yodel or Telekinesis, probably not so much. But it is very accurate. It's some damage on the board. And now Ponkoi has anger, and Conjunctive has the ability to capitalize on that with something. No, decides against it. Misses that Telekinesis at 71. So Conjunctive is 3-2 on that move, despite it being over 70%. Yodel hits though. Ooh, minus 43 guts. Ponkoi does not get angry, but does have the guts lead and the regen advantage. So I'll get to 45 first. Roll Assault is so risky here. Realistically, he probably wants to be up close. I-Beam at 44 misses. Roll Attack hits at 43, and that's going to be a KO. Ponkoi remains undefeated. Both of those monsters were undefeated at this point. One of them would have gone to 3-0, and the other one would have had to... one of them had to lose. One of them had to go undefeated. Updating bracket. Okay. Next up, we have 3 and 4. We have Wemkit and Crack at Terror. We've seen these two fight in A rank, and I believe... Was it A rank we saw them fight in? Yeah. I think... I want to say we've seen them fight. Maybe I'm thinking of Revenge. Yeah, Wemkit's been in rank S quite a while. Moved up fairly quickly. Basically, identical builds for these two. 599 life, hits the eruption on the 50-50 to start things off, 800 damage. No surviving that. I mean, you can grit, but it's a bad spot to be in 5 seconds into the game. Game 1 goes to Cracketer. another crit fire twister. That move is so powerful now. So that's an 0-2 for the wall. Oh, that was really quick. So Krakatoa loses. No, sorry, wins. Wemked loses there. And now we have the final match of round 3. We're only 45 minutes in. We're 3 rounds in. That's wild. Almost at the halfway point. We have Eden Built and Kablam. These matches have not fought in rank S yet. Kablam does a lot of damage, and as we've seen, Eden Built does not have the ability to dodge. So I think Kablam, with those high crit techs that it has, that seems, you know what, that's the thing we're seeing a lot. Krakatoa has Fire Twister, which isn't super powerful, but has a very good chance to crit. Conjunctive doesn't have the most powerful techs in the world, but has a really good chance to crit. Same thing with Adriona, same thing with Bad Idea, same thing with Kablam, and Ponkoi. Wemked not so much. Wemked and Eden Built not so much, but the rest of them kind of have builds that focus on damage through crit, which is really fascinating, because you would never do that in vanilla. On a completely unrelated note, how good is Durahan in hard mode? Root combo is again by the time. We need a root combo miss counter. Durahan was already really, really good in vanilla, and he's gotten very slight buffs to keep up with the power creep. So he's about the same as he was. He was always top 10, and he's still top 10. Blame with the anger. Angry Mystic combo could do a lot of withering. Minus 40. Wow, Eden Built in trouble, but gets an anger of its own. Will hit 45 long before Kablam has a shot, and has a chance to do significant withering here with many different attacks. Slap at 54 hits, minus 14. Puts Fury. I don't know if Fury will be active by the time he's up to 45, but there's a chance. Base drill at 58 hits. That is going to be a KO. And there's a grit. 4 seconds left. Will Kablam have enough to attack? He will not. 43 guts. The angry slap was just enough to keep him out of range of attacking. So Plant wins game 1. Thanks for the answer. No problem. Yeah, Durhan's always been really good, and he's still really good. You'd have to like completely change his numbers and what his kit does to make him bad. Face drill at 59 hits again. Half of Kablam's health is gone. So yeah, I said I thought Kablam may have been power, like good-natured, but obviously he's not. He is one angry boy. Root combo at 73, we see a hit. 213, not enough to KO. Kablam still in this. Face drill at 57, and it hits again. Kablam getting out of the way of anything. Only dodging the root combo, as is tradition, but not dodging any of the bigger stuff. 2-0 for the plant. And as we update bracket, we'll take a look real quick. So we have Ponkoi in first at 3-0, and then we have Adriana, Conjunctive, Krakatoa, and Bad Idea all tied in second. And then Eden Built after them, and then Wemked and Kablam yet to get a win. Both Wemked and Kablam probably need to win their next 4 matches to make the playoffs. That stuff can still happen. Very hard to tell what's going to go on, but we have a lot of big matches left. Adriana versus Ponkoi, Conjunctive versus Adriana, Krakatoa versus Adriana. I don't know if you can tell, but I think Adriana's going to win. Got him with my face drill. The weeds were so weird, man. We got to do a... I think I'm going to host a night where we do like Mystery Science Theater 3K, but for Monster Rancher. It's so weird seeing Wemked without a win. Wemked is always dominant. In fact, the only... it won most of its matches in the first week, which is when it fought. And it lost to Adriana in the finals. Is that an actual quote from the anime? It is, yeah. Dazzling roll misses. Oh, water gun at 66. Wow, that's a big miss there. 40 guts down the drain. The anime in general is really weird, but I think it would be a lot of fun to watch. We can make fun of it, pause it, and be like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about, Genki? You're supposed to have played the game like an ace. You don't know what a zoom is? Get out of here. To be fair, though, in the Monster Rancher anime universe, Monster Rancher 2 as a game doesn't exist. Only Monster Rancher 1 exists. So that's why he doesn't know what the hell Mochi is. Finally show the green one in the arena, yeah. Yeah, because the weeds were like the foot soldiers of the baddies army. They had to fight Naga and Pixie at the very beginning. Oh, roll assault hits. Big damage there. They could fly, yeah. I mean, they can fly on the ranch too, right? So. Though I think the weeds makes even less sense than plant flying because they have like tendrils, right? They don't have leaves. They have, it's like, it looks like fingers almost. Power water gun at 66. Oh my god, 742 damage. And it can swing again. Doesn't need to, but it can. Who's got this? Ponko, a very slight lead, dodges the water cannon. Will get one more attack, but has a ton of guts, can probably run out the clock on attacking. Roll assault misses. Goes again. That one hits. Ponko takes, oh! And another grit. So is that every time Adriana's been knocked out? I think that's every single time Adriana's been knocked down, it's got grit. Kinda nonsense, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Engine. What kind of cheater drugs did you feed your monster to make it never die? 99 guts, power, water cannon. Yeah, we almost saw that. But we saw water gun instead. Conjunctive and Crack of Terror up next. Magic bananas. Yeah. He's slowly feeding her magic bananas as the match is happening, so she never dies. One more life. One more life. Eruption hits at 55. 999. Oh, there's another grit. Conjunctive is still in this. It's going to take an incredibly long time for Crack of Terror to get back up. Conjunctive can now attack. If he hits a yodel, ooh, that would be really gross right now. Telekinesis, not bad. He's gonna do a little bit of withering. Minus 17. Telekinesis may be the play. Telepathy misses. Crack of Terror inching closer and closer to that 45. Spit misses at 52. Fire Stream misses. So Crack of Terror is out of the game. Crack of Terror can't attack again. It's all down to if Conjunctive can win or not. Gets pushed back into Telekinesis range, and it misses again. That's going to be it. Crack of Terror wins on the one hit. Must have fed what I was feeding Toddy. Yeah, I was actually thinking the same thing. It's like, it's kind of inaccurate to call her rank as Toddy because she's winning. No offense. But definitely feels the same. Right? It's like a spiritual successor. Can't knock him down. It's always going to get back up. Win or lose. Fire Stream misses again. What's he got, though? Conjunctive the Guts lead. Goes for I-Beam. Misses again. Yet to hit an I-Beam against a non-tank monster. Spit on the 50-50 does a little bit of damage. Ooh, Fire Twister doing a huge chunk there. Spit misses once again. Telepathy misses as well. Krakatera back up to 50 guts. And it goes for the eruption. This is going to be all of its guts gone. And that is it. Krakatera wins 2-0. I'm scared of the bird. I'm actually scared of all the intelligence builds in this for both my tanks. They both had Eden Build had a bad time against both of them. Eden Build went 1-1. Neither has fought Krakatera, but we'll see. Wemked and Eden Built up next. Very similar to the match that we saw with Wemked and Bad Idea. Not a whole lot of difference in these builds, with the exception that Bad Idea has the one-hit kill option with Hopper combo. Eden Built doesn't have anything like that. Even crit plant combo and crit face drill aren't going to one-hit kill, but they can do significant damage. Plant combo misses at 40. Spike stabs, 374 damage, minus 11 guts. Eden Built does not get angry. Face drill at 55. That one hits. 300 damage, minus 22 guts. If it procs anger, yeah, this could be good for Eden Built. As long as he doesn't get hit by tentacles. Oh, angry spike stabs, minus 26 guts. And there's the anger from Eden Built. So Eden Built's still in this. Has more than enough guts to attack. Face drill at 57 with anger, and that hits. That's a KO. The wall's having a bad day, man. Spike stab's a really good option in this matchup because it's very cost effective for the amount of damage it does. And because in this matchup you're not worrying too much about withering, you're worrying more about just straight up damage. Spike Bite is probably a little bit more cost effective, and he goes for it. 600 damage, minus 45 guts on the crit. Big damage, and he still has anger. Ooh, anger runs out, goes for another Spike Bite. That's probably a KO. 355. Wemked plays it exactly as he needs to, and with the help of a crit, takes that one very quickly. Game 3. Goes for the root combo and it hits. A little bit of damage, a little bit of withering. No anger from Wemked. Goes for tentacles. Eden Built's going to lose most of its guts here. And no anger. Wow, okay. So Eden Built on the back foot at the moment. Does have a tiny, tiny guts advantage. Hits another face drill, 468 damage. Wow, steals that one. I think Wemked had a very good shot to win that. And that crit was not in his favor. Plant gets very lucky. And our final match of round 4, we're already more than halfway through this, is 6 and 8. So that's Bad Idea and Kablam. Tough being a wall guy. Sometimes, man. 0-4 right now, which is really, really surprising. I wonder if it's like Tarumpo syndrome. We've seen Tarumpo, we talked about this a couple of times. In rank B, there's one, like his first week into rank B, he went 0-7. And his second week into rank B, he went 7-0. I don't know why, but it just worked out that way. That was a big crit. Kablam needs to hang on here, and he does with 21 life. Still living. No anger, probably for the best. He needs another crit to win this. I mean, he doesn't need a crit to win, but that would have ended it. Gets hit with the rapid flick. Do we see guts, though? We do not see guts. Or grit, I should say. It's called guts in Japanese. Mystic combo hits again. Very good opening, 286. Because Bad Idea had not spent any guts, it did significantly less damage. Flick combo hits again, 353, minus 25 guts. No crit. There's the anger. Bad Idea still has a faster guts rate, so this is kind of a rough spot to be in. Is Kablam. They move forward into Hopper combo. Oh, it runs out just as he moves up, but the Hopper combo still hits at 39. 700 damage minus 25 guts, and that is it. Bad Idea landing a lot of Hopper combos, all things considered. So we actually have two monsters that are currently 0-4, which is not something I would have thought. I didn't think there would be anything this streaky, but we have Wemked and Kablam yet to have a win. And then tied for first, we have Adriona, Krakatair, Ponkoi, and Bad Idea, all at 3-1. Sitting behind them is Conjunctive and Eden Built, and then Wemked and Kablam trail. So a four-way tie for first going into round 5. This is truly anyone's game. Anything can still happen. Especially as a lot of these monsters that are tied have not yet fought. Some of them have, but most of them haven't. We have Adriona and Krakatair. Speaking of such a matchup, one of these monsters will have to go ahead, and one of them will stay at 3-2. What do you guys think of the format for this, where one person moves ahead, two stay behind, and then the rest are all demoted? I think it works. I think it adds a little bit of urgency. And it means that the monsters who move on are like absolutely the best of the best. Oh, Firestream hits to start things off. Minus 21 guts. Does Adriana get power? She does. She can get the kill here. 62 on Water Gun hits. That is an instant kill. The power comeback. Adriana is unkillable. Water Gun misses this time. Krakatair with a huge guts lead on a monster with a significantly faster guts regen rate. Oh, Eruption misses. That is unfortunate. Water Gun takes him down a half. Adriana still sitting at full health. I don't know. Goes for another Water Gun. That's going to be it. No grit from Krakatair. The Littlest Mermaid wins. The Littlest Mermaid. The Little Mermaid wins 2-0. The Littlest Hobo is a TV show in Canada. And if you're from like northern US, you may have seen it as well. I know it like played in Michigan and like maybe like Illinois as well, like stuff like that. 2 and 3, but yeah, Littlest Hobo is a show about a dog who goes around and basically solves mysteries, but it's real life. It's not like sorry, it's not real life. It's not like a reality show, but it's not a cartoon. It's like a live action, and they have a husky, or I think it's a Norwegian elk hound, and it. The very first episode we watched, my wife and I watched it because she had never seen it before, and he has to deliver medicine to a sick child in this remote town. Those were such 90s shows. Yeah, it really was. So in the very first episode, like they set the bar impossibly high. They have the dog jump out of a plane with a parachute to deliver medicine to a sick child. I don't know how you can ever top that. Why is that your starting point? You have to build up to that. Because it just sets an expectation of the show that you can never match. And that's exactly what happened. The rest of the show is not as good as the first episode, but the first episode is fucking insane. Ooh, Flattening Elm misses with a Fury. What's Conjunctive gonna do? Is it gonna attack at all? It is not. Well, you know, it had a shot. But now it's down to half health. Dodges the spike stab. Yodel at 49. The wall is unfazed. Yodel at 43. Wall is still unfazed. Lightning Elm misses once again. Both monsters sitting around 50 guts. Anybody's game, the eye beam hits. Wemked very close to 45 guts. He will get one more chance to attack. Conjunctive out of the game at this point. Just hoping that he doesn't get hit with something. Spike Bite, 40 guts, hits him last second. Oh my god. Wemked wins game number 1. Game 2. Wemked dodging those 2 yodels was really what broke that game wide open for him. Oh, misses the tentacles. A friend growing up was only allowed to watch that show because he lived with his strict grandparents. Never watched it because he just complained about it and wanted to watch Pokemon in my house. Yeah, it's not a good show. It's really slow. It's really boring. It's not shot very well. It's incredibly low budget. But Pokemon doesn't have a dog jumping out of a plane to deliver medicine to a sick child, so I don't know. You got a little column A, a little column B. You make your decision. It's also not a particularly wholesome show. I remember one where there was this guy, and then he was like wrongly accused of kidnapping a small girl, so they kill him. Like they legit just kill him with a pitchfork, and there's like blood and shit. And this was the thing that was on at like 8 in the morning on Sundays. MXC, Most Extreme Elimination Challenge. Yeah, we had that. It was on Spike TV. There's actually a... Wemked wins, though, by the way. Wemked wins 2-0. There's a YouTube channel, or a Twitch channel, that just constantly plays MXC. We rated it once, and we went and watched it after the tournament was over. Outlaw Nightmares rating. Oh, we get to see the big raid animation and sound effect that I never ever get to hear because I'm on at a weird time when no one else is streaming. Thank you for the raid, my friend. How are you doing tonight? What were you playing tonight? Winners Cup? Winners Cup is going well. 5 and 8. Playing Siren. Ooh. Need a VPN. Quill, like I said, if you want to watch it, there is a Twitch channel, and it's just called MXC, I think, or MXC, or All MXC, or something like that. And basically what MXC is a, how do I explain it? It's a weird Japanese game show from the early 90s that's overdubbed. And it's really funny. It's overdubbed in English, and it's definitely not like a one-to-one translation. It's all meant to be like really funny. Are we talking about Most Extreme Challenge? Most Extreme Elimination Challenge. It's basically Fall Guys, yeah. Roll attack, hits. Ponkoi, still living, gets the kill. Is this the finals? No, this is the Winners Cup. So the way the Winners Cup works is the winner of this tournament moves on to the Legend Cup, which is the finals of the whole league. Second, third place stay here. Everyone else gets demoted back to S rank, and they have to fight for a spot in Winners Cup again. Is it possible to get the I'm a Finba Meet Theme Arena on Versus? Yeah, you can. Remember the episode with Tony Hawk? There's an episode with Tony Hawk on MXC. That's pretty cool. There was an episode with Tony Hawk on Fall Guys? Whoa. Pretty sure that's the only part shot in America. Yeah, probably. Because it's just straight up footage used from Takeshi's challenge, right? Or Takeshi's... Is it Takeshi's Castle? Yeah, that's what it's called. Mystic Combo hits. Kablam wins game numero dos, and we have a game 3 between these two monsters. Kablam really wants to win this. He has not won yet. Not won any games. He's doing his best. He's not doing his best. He's actually underperforming by a big margin. He has the potential to win the whole tournament. But things are not going his way today. Roll Assault hits at the 64, and that's going to be it. Ponkoi wins. It's like the English dub of Ghost Stories. It's not really like that, though that is definitely something worth watching. It's similar in the sense that they just say whatever the fuck they want, and it's completely off script from the original. It completely changes the tone of the show. But yeah, the Ghost Stories is kind of insane. Ghost Stories is an anime that, the original anime is like a serious-ish, like kids teen drama about ghosts and shit. But the English dub is so fucking funny. It's mostly ad-libbed, I believe. And the stuff that's not ad-libbed is like, it's a completely different tone. It's a comedy show. Oh. Yeah, so we haven't seen these two fight in an incredibly long time. If I had to root for somebody, I don't know who I would root for. From horror to comedy. Yeah, exactly. Flick combo hits. Realistically, I don't know who I want to win. I think if Bad Idea wins, he'll be at 4-1, which is a really good spot to be in. But if Edenbuilt wins, Edenbuilt will be at 3-2, and Bad Idea will also be at 3-2. So they'll both have a shot at the finals. I think Edenbuilt will probably be eliminated if it loses this. Is this my plant? It's my plant and my hopper. Both of these belong to me. Quick hits. Bad Idea's in the lead. And face drill hits. It's not going to do nearly enough damage. Did a shit ton of withering, but that's not enough. Six, how are you doing? Your monster's doing very well. Currently in first place in the tournament. Bad Idea goes up. And what else do I have? Bad Idea. Yeah, okay, so I'm up to date on my bracket. Hopper combo hits. Only time you're ever going to see Hopper combo at 99%, but Edenbuilt has an insane guts lead now. And the thing is that there is a giant damage discrepancy between these two. Bad Idea gets Fury. Can it build 25 guts? They're funneling into a bracket? Yeah, top 4. The damage disparity between Hopper combo and the potential on slap is something. Bad Idea with a 50 guts lead now, though. Flick combo going to do a significant amount. Probably going to win this. I don't know if Edenbuilt has what it takes at this point. Needs anger right here and does not get it. Another flick combo to run down the clock. Or... no, it just goes flick. So, Bad Idea wins 2-0. Bad Idea goes to 4-1, tied for first place. And Edenbuilt will have to find its wins somewhere else. So here's where we're at right now. King of Animation style, yeah, nothing even comes close. Plant is kind of the same strat, but it does not have the same variety of attacks in multiple slots that do as much timer scam as Hopper. So Adriona at 4-1, Ponkoi at 4-1, Bad Idea at 4-1, 3 tie for first, and then in fourth place we have Krakatoa at 3-2, Edenbuilt at 2-3, Conjunctive at 2-3, Wemkid at 1-4, and Kablam in last place. So still very close. Adriona has to fight two other monsters that, while not in contention for first place, can still stop her Reign of Terror. Krakatoa has to fight the tanks, so that could go either way. And then Ponkoi also has to fight the two tanks. And then Kablam has to fight Adriona and Conjunctive. Expect the Krakatoa to be doing better. It's been kind of weird, man. Wemkid has been having a very hard day, despite being probably one of the favorites to win the entire tournament. I think Adriona is my favorite to win. I think she has... if I were betting money on this tournament, I would bet money on Adriona over everyone else. I think her attacks are by far the strongest. She has a very good stat spread. Very strong. Didn't actually max out her attacking stat because it would have been overkill with how strong her attacks are. Do I have access to channel point predictions? I don't yet, unfortunately. I'm very upset that I don't. I'm thinking I will by the time the finals roll around. Yeah, I'm checking again right now just to make sure. No, I don't. I don't have anything. Oh, I really want that. Hopefully in 6 weeks by the time we get to the finals, we'll have the predictions. Yeah, this would be a perfect stream for it. Eventually, I mean, I'm gonna keep streaming, right? It's not like I'm gonna end after this series is over. So once they finally roll out predictions to everyone, you just got them this week? Damn, I still don't have them. That sucks. And they're just in your, when you look at your quick actions, they're one of your quick actions, right? In your stream manager. If I remember the FAQ, that's what it was. But yeah, for anyone who's curious what the hell we're talking about, Twitch just released this function called predictions. And is it called predictions or is it called, it's called speculate, right? I think it's called speculate. And what it is it's basically a betting system using channel points. So say you're betting on this and you think Wemkid is gonna win and you bet 1,000 channel points on Wemkid. Nobody else agrees with you. Everybody else, 20 other people in chat bet on Adriana and they all bet 1,000 each on Adriana. So you got 20,000 on Adriana, 1,000 on Wemkid. As Wemkid, start a prediction. Oh, okay. Yeah, I believe the feature is actually, it's called speculate, but yeah, that makes sense. And Adriana wins that one 2-0. And so it splits up the money proportionally, right? So a lot of the way that we've been doing betting and stuff on these matches, and I'm not a big fan of it, so I haven't bothered to implement it myself, is that you bet on somebody and then it runs a script, and if you win, you get double your money. Obviously, double your money is not an odd that always makes sense. A lot of the time, there's a clear favorite, and so there's no reason to bet on the one that's the underdog, right? Like, why would you bet on the underdog if you're going to double your money either way? So this way, if you bet the 1,000 on Wemkid and you're the sole person on Wemkid, you would get the entire pot on the other side. Whereas if you are one of the 20 people who bet on Adriana, you would get 1/20th of pot from the other side, split that way. So you bet on who you want to win, more so than who you think is going to win, unless you're trying to like make money, right? Oh, the I-beam hits. Big crit I-beam. I did not mean to say no to that. We will adjust that. 1 second. Conjunctive had a very good start and then has kind of struggled since. This would be a really big win for it. It would keep it in contention for the top 4. Without it, a lot of things have to go right for Conjunctive to make top 4. Ooh, big crit. I was using it when I was playing Persona to have people bet if I could beat the boss in the first try, just to play with it. Yeah, I'm really excited for it, man. I really hope I get it soon. Mystic combo hits. Oh, Kablam takes lead. Conjunctive doesn't get angry either. That would have been an amazing time to get angry. Chat had no faith in your abilities. Did they lose? They lost all their points, didn't they? Also, it gives me the ability to make more extremely expensive channel point things. Because right now, I only have one that's at 5,000. But I would like to move that up to like maybe 10,000 and then have some other stuff in the 5,000 range. Conjunctive wins 2-0. My boy Kablam not gridding at all today. Oh, you lost. Okay. That's besides the point. Is it though? Is it really? Kablam having a very hard time, unfortunately. I like Kablam. I really like his build. I think it's smart. I do think I would have gone for the accurate special tech he's got in slot 4, but it doesn't have that. What is seizure procedure? You'd, oh my god. There you go. There's seizure procedure. I lost my train of thought. We're on 4. And we got 7. So we're going to see Krakatoa back-to-back against the tanks, and we're going to see Ponko back-to-back against the tanks. We're seeing a lot of missed poison gases. Shark hit hers, but nobody else. Okay, so Krakatoa, Eden built. Eden built is going to need to survive this eruption, and if it does, it's got a big chance to come back. It's not, though, because it gets the crit. Wow. Needed the crit to kill. Very, very it's not unlikely. It's like a 25% chance to instantly kill with the crit, but plant combo misses. So Krakatoa now with a pretty big guts lead can do significant damage. Pushes him back. Fire stream. That crits as well? Oh my god, the 2 crits literally did 2 damage more. So that was a crit and a favorable roll. Very, very unlucky for the plant. It is not the plant day. I think that eliminates being built from contention in top 4. Yeah, that is very unfortunate for the plant. Especially that last one, because he only killed by 2. That was actually a percent roll, because you can, the way that damage rolls work in this game is that you can do X amount of damage and then plus or minus 5 damage. So it's on a scale, like, it's a variance of 10. And so by killing him by 2, unless it was a very, very low roll, there's a good chance it was the opposite. Fire on grass, super effective. That's true. I cannot argue with that. Actually, a sneak peek on the upcoming Pokemonster tournament. That tournament's still so awkward. Macho has some crazy ideas, man. I don't know how I'm going to come up with something for that. Yeah, Eden Built is now officially eliminated from the tournament. Oh my god, Hopper combo hits 968 on the crit. Ponkoi not getting up from that. It hit, it missed. Yeah, you guys don't know. You guys are spamming it. You never know. I think Quills came out first, yeah. Yeah, Quill hit and Outlaw missed. Flick misses. So Bad Idea won game 1 on that crit as well. Ooh, Dazzling Roll doing a decent amount of damage there. Hopper combo at 41 pushes him back. He's like, you know what? I'm not risking it right now. Flick combo at 64 misses. You know what? Maybe you should have gone for the Hopper combo, but man. Rapid Flick hits this time. 200 damage, minus 11 guts. Ponkoi has a huge guts lead. What's he gonna go for? Roll Assault. Ooh, 188 damage. Not the most. Procs Anger. Bad Idea. Catching up. Roll Attack hits. Ponkoi now has to worry about Bad Idea with Anger. No, he doesn't, because he immediately uses another Roll Assault and misses at 99. But Bad Idea does not attack. So a 99 miss that completely didn't matter, because he buffered into it too. So there was no break in those attacks. He went from slot 4 to slot 3 to slot 4. Flick combo at 61. That hits. 285 damage. Missed a 99 attack. Yeah, yesterday we saw Duragista dodge 2 different 99 attacks, and he won the game. He won both of the games because he dodged the 99. So that was a lucky dog. He made top 4 and then went 0-2 in top 4. Dazzling Roll hits. Big crit, 298 damage versus a tank is nothing to shake a stick at. Hopper combo at 42, and that's going to hit. So, see ya, ticks. after Gista was the top seed and got cursed. That's how it works, man. Okay, so Ponkoi loses that one. 1-2. Ambergris hopper combo. You see how many guts it with her? That shit's insane. Okay, so Ponkoi loses that one, but Ponkoi is still more or less guaranteed a spot in the finals. Conjunctive needs to win its next match. Oops, I did not mark off. Why'd I put this here? That's correct, but this is not. There we go. So Adriona at 5-1. Krakatera at 4-2, Ponkoi at 4-2, and Bad Idea at 5-1. Those are the monsters to beat right now. Edenbuilt has been eliminated. Even if Edenbuilt wins its next match, can't do anything about it. All it can do is stop Ponkoi from winning another match. Krakatera versus Bad Idea, again, is just for seeding. Adriona versus Conjunctive is the one that matters. If Conjunctive wins, Conjunctive has a shot at eliminating one of the other monsters. Mainly Krakatera or Ponkoi, if either of them loses their match. Big Bad Moose, thank you for the subscription. How do you guys like the little Monster Hunter 1 tiger animation? I love that shit. Okay, so let's go back in. Yes, thank you again for your support. I appreciate everybody helping out my stream. It means a lot to me. Fiona. So I have the rolling disc animation, right? But I want to make another one that's like one of the sprites from Monster Hunter 1 walking across. I gotta come up with something that makes sense for it, though. Edenbuilt. Who's up first? Hold on. No, it's Adriona and Conjunctive. Conjunctive needs this win. Adriona was a spoiler in the last tournament. Maybe she'll be a spoiler again. It is not possible for Adriona to knock the finals, but whether she finishes in first or second is yet to be seen. She can technically finish in third, but I don't think that's going to be the case. Yodel hits. Ooh, that's big damage. Big withering. Goes for another Yodel. Hits again. Oh my god. Not enough to kill. Adriana gets power, but will not build up 45 guts in time. Conjunctive has an enormous lead right now. Wow, that was a really short power. Conjunctive just needs to use Spit or Telekinesis. Goes for I-Beam, because why not, right? And Adriana finally does not grit. We finally see it in a match that matters. Conjunctive. What do we got now? And in a 56, that's going to be big damage, huge crit. Conjunctive doesn't get angry. It would have been fantastic for Conjunctive to get angry there, show a little bit of anger, show a little bit of rage, and then would have been up to probably about 70 guts by this point. Is there a modifier for power length, or is it random? It is random. All of the battle specials can last from like X amount of frames to Y amount of frames. Power and anger last longer than everything else. Hurry obviously lasts until the end of the match. Grit lasts until it gets hit again. But then everything else has a very similar, if not identical, time frame. It's just that it varies a lot, those. And they are shorter on average than, sorry, not on average. They're shorter than power and anger. Vigor seems to last quite a while. Vigor is kind of useless, but it lasts quite a while. Water Cannon hits again. No crit this time. Minus 37 guts. Conjunctive does not get angry. Need more joke subs to keep it real. Yeah. In the port, I think real is a lot better than it is in this. Because the chance of you having enough guts to attack again after taking your opponent down to a third of their health is very low. So real is almost always a bad thing. Telepathy. Ooh, misses. Conjunctive. I love how when Suezo misses telekinesis and telepathy, it looks like it physically hurts it. And Adriana, being a jerk, eliminates Conjunctive 2-1 from the tournament. Some cool stuff gets revealed too. In the port, yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff. A lot of enemy monsters. Or sorry, not a lot of enemy monsters, but a few of them do. I'm pretty sure Blue Phoenix, Punisher, and Magma Heart all get real. And so White Suezo does as well, yeah. Okay, Wemked, once again, cannot move on, and neither can Kablam. So these guys are... They're doing the Saitama, they're fighting for fun. But, who is going to be the hero of this match? I still haven't watched One Punch Man Season 2. I really need to. Okay, so these two monsters are currently in 7th and 8th place, respectively. Who is... If Kablam wins this, there's a chance that he can move into 7th. Not that it matters. So Gert, you heard bad things about One Punch Man? It's incredible. It's one of the funniest shows I've ever watched in my life. Does Winner's Cup affect Elo? It does. Everything affects Elo. Oh, Season 2. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard much about it. I heard it's a different animation studio, though, and people didn't like it because of that. Wow. Look at the damage. Wemkid's winning by 2 HP. And misses the flattening now. 11 seconds left. Wemkid on the smallest of leads dodges the Mystic Combo. Wemkid is going to win game number 1. Goes for tentacles, just be a jerk. Gets the KO. And there's the grit. This is one of the longest matches I've ever seen. I don't think I've seen a match go like 15 seconds beyond time up. It wasn't really 15 seconds, but you know what I mean. It was probably pretty close to 10. 1-2 uppercut misses. Wemked still trailing in guts by a little bit. Kablam has the chance to attack right now. Will it? Goes for the Mystic Combo and misses once again. Oh my god. Wemked in the driver's seat hits flattening L. Kablam is in a little bit of trouble, but does it get anger? It does. Wemkid's gonna hit 45 guts while anger is active. Is he gonna do anything about it? Tentacles at 78. That's game over. This wall has legs. It's got something. So that's 2-0 for Wemkid. Next up, we got 4 and 6. We got Krakatoa and Bad Idea. So Krakatoa with the twin crits against the other tank, but can Bad Idea get revenge for his brother? Krakatoa and Bad Idea. Oh, maybe to assuage your fears, or assuage your fears, I should say. Oh, it doesn't get the kill though. Macho. The way that ranking works is that it does count the number of Winners' Cups you've been in before it counts your elo. So even though Kablam's going to take a massive hit to elo, he will be ranked higher than a couple other monsters. Steel is also weak to fire. Yeah, that's true. This is not it's not a good day for my monsters, but the Hopper combo hits. And does 704 damage, and so Bad Idea gets revenge at least in one game. Flick combo to start things off. 56, gonna do a little bit of damage, a little bit of withering. Krakatoa down to just over half health, but he will be able to attack soon. Ooh, the eruption? No, it does not go for the eruption. Do we see a fire stream instead? Fire twister. Pretty solid damage considering there's no crit. Flick hits 250 damage on the crit. Bad idea in control of this match. Goes for rapid flick at 63. Does crack a terror grit? Does not. Bad idea wins 2-0. And we have our final match of the round robin, Edenbuilt versus Ponkoi. Edenbuilt going to try and get a win, try and salvage its elo, which is going to take a huge hit from this. Yeah, that's correct, Macho, that's how it works. Edenbuilt. Okay, last match, place your bets. Who you got? So that means that Bad Idea and Ponkoi, Bad Idea and Adriana are tied for first. So if you actually take a look, that's how it's seeded in the bracket normally. Like, any monster who made top 4 in a bracket is seeded higher than monsters who haven't made top 4 within that same league. So you can have a monster that has like 100 less elo, but it's made top 4 3 times. So even though it hasn't advanced yet, it's always making the top 4, and so it is the better monster. It also, the reason I got the idea from this is because in Ontario, one of my friends was messing around and decided to make just an elo ranking for everybody in our scene, basically. And through their elo system, I was ranked the worst player in the entire scene. But the reason for that is because I always made final bracket. I always made it out of pools, but then I would lose. So I had a lot, like, I would lose against, I would go 1-2 in the final bracket or whatever, against in top 32 out of the 100 or whatever. So, I had this weird situation. Oh, face drill hits, but it's not a crit. Ponkoi wins game 1. So I had this weird situation where there's these people who have literally never like taken a game off me, had substantially higher points than me, and nobody took it seriously. It was kind of like a fun project for them to like work on and figure out formulas and stuff like that. But it was it made me think that that was going to happen here, because if you make top 4 and go 0-2, then you're going to have an issue with your elo. You're going to have an issue with your win-loss. But you should still be ranked higher than monsters that can't possibly make top 4, you know what I mean? Stars and coins, it's kind of a similar situation, but only superficially. Slap hits too. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Ponkoi in trouble. Needs some big hits here. Plant combo misses at 45. Both monsters can attack. Roll attack hits. That's 24 guts. That's a big roll on the withering there. Plant combo hits, that's going to be overkill, 322 damage. Ponkoi gets grit, but with 1 attack left, can it do it? It's the roll attack. That's a big crit. Both monsters. You know, I said 1 attack, but it's technically got 2 attacks. Roll attack. So he is going to need a crit here. It's not going to kill otherwise. Not even close. Edenbuilt takes game number 2. Face drill starting things off. Misses. Ooh. Ponkoi with a lot of guts here. What's he gonna do? Goes for dazzling roll. Dazzling roll hits. No crit though. 237 damage. Edenbuilt not proccing anger really. I don't know why, but we haven't seen it much in this tournament at all from Edenbuilt. Roll attack hits. Another 20 guts gone. And there's the anger proc. So now Edenbuilt's got a shot here. Easily not attacking with anything. If Ponkoi attacks first, this is pretty good for Edenbuilt. Sitting on 99 guts, or... Oh my god, root combo misses again! What the fuck is wrong with this attack, man? Dude, it's so accurate, and it just literally never hits. I don't get it. Face drill at 59%. That hits. That's going to be 486 damage. Ponkoi is going to lose this. Oh, it gets anger. So it will have one more shot to attack. No 1-2 thrusts, though. Face Drill has hit significantly more than Root Combo has, despite being way less accurate. I mean, if I wanted one attack to hit a lot more, it would be Face Drill, so I'm not complaining, but I just don't understand this game sometimes. So, let's take a look at our final bracket. Some very strange events in this round robin. Adriana, Bad Idea, tied for first place. And then in second and third, we have Ponkoi and Crack of Terror at 4 and 3. So 2 monsters at 6 and 1, and then 4 and 3 is the next best. And then Conjunctive and Eden Built placing just out of the finals with a 3 and 4 record. Wemked behind them, and Kablam without a win today, unfortunately. So I'm gonna set up final bracket. Actually, you know what? Let's see who gets what place, because this matters. What are Adriana's points? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So the best possible score with a 6 and 1 is 13. And she's got it. And Bad Idea is 6. Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's the exact same. And because of Bad Idea beating Adriana, Bad Idea is first seed. Adriana is second seed. And then who is third and who is fourth? Let's take a look real quick. Crack of Terror is 4. Crack of Terror is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 points. And Ponkoi is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, okay. So, our top 4 are Bad Idea in first. Please no first place curse. Please, please, please. Adriana in second. Crack of Terror in... No, Ponkoi in third and Crack of Terror in fourth. We are in our top 4 of the first Winners' Cup of the Monster Rancher Battle League. The winner of this will move to the Legend Cup, which is the grand finals of the entire league. Second and third place will count for at least 1 more week in the Winners' Cup, and fourth place will be demoted with the other 4 monsters who did not make it here back to S rank and have to fight for a spot again. So, Bad Idea versus Crack of Terror. We just saw this matchup. Bad Idea hit some hopper combos. Crack of Terror got some rolls that didn't really work in its favor. Let's see what we got this time. Eruption at 99%. Obviously, it's gonna hit, and it gets a crit. And Bad Idea does not grit. So, once again, everything rolled correctly for Bad Idea. For Crack of Terror, sorry. It's possible we see that again. And we see Flick Combo to start things off this time, and it misses. So now there's a good chance Eruption will kill at 999 without a crit. That's exactly what we saw. Oh, but we have a grit this time. Okay. So it's not over yet, but Bad Idea does need to kill Crack Terror before he gets another attack. And that is somewhat unlikely. Oh, he can do a little bit of whip with him. Flick is not the attack to be doing, though. Crack Terror slowly building up those guts. It's just a clock. He's getting real close to 45. Oh, that misses. Both monsters can hit 45 around the same time. Who's going to attack first, though? He does another flick. This is looking like a rip for Bad Idea. Unless he walks forward, that's exactly what he does. Hangs out in hopper combo range. Both monsters can attack. Who's going to attack first? Hopper combo at 31. That misses. Crack of Terror just sitting on those guts. Just needs to attack with anything. Hits the fire stream. Crack of Terror wins 2-0. So, the bird moves up. Unfortunate. And next up we have Adriana and Ponkoi. Bird had a chance to win the whole thing. I still think Adriana is the favorite. I just don't want to get fourth. You know what? If I can win the next match with a Bad Idea, then I'm okay. Obviously, I would love to win the whole thing. And Bad Idea actually has beaten all of these monsters, I do believe. I think Bad Idea's only loss was against Conjunctive. Adriana wins game number 1. very quickly. We're gonna have our losers match like almost immediately. Here I am trying to update the bracket and I can't even commentate because it's over before I'm done. Water cannon misses this time. I like bad idea, but Bird, you're not gonna hurt my feelings by cheering for Krakatera. It's all good. Roll assault at 39. What do we see this time? Nothing. Water cannon comes out. Big damage. Ponkoi on the back foot now. Water gun can finish this off and give Adriana 25 guts after it's done. 10 seconds. 10 seconds left. Goes for another water cannon. Misses. Does have enough to use water gun fairly closely after. Oh, but the roll assault hits. And Ponkoi is going to steal game number 2. Adriana gets power just to show off, but it does nothing. How can I not? There you go. Phoenix is a cool monster. It's very, very powerful in hard mode. Probably a little bit overtuned, but it was one of those things where Al was just testing something out, and it turns out it's kind of busted. It's a little bit too strong. I don't think it's winning because it's too strong. I think it has like the optimal build. But Phoenix is just very, very good. Dazzling roll misses. Water cannon hits. Ooh, so Ponkoi is in trouble once again. Adriana has a chance to win this in one hit, but Ponkoi is not out of it quite yet. Water cannon 56 hits again. Minus 40 guts, but there's the grit. 14 seconds left. I don't know if Ponkoi can do 649 damage. Looks like it's going to be Ponkoi versus Bad Idea in losers. Gatling blows hits. You know what? That would have done a lot of damage, but it still would not have done enough to kill on the crit. So we are going to have an all-intelligence winners finals. That also means that we are going to have 2 intelligence monsters in Winners Cup next week, as both Adriana and Krakatera are guaranteed to advance. Or not advance, but like not fall back, you know what I mean? So let's take a look at our standings right now. So the bird and the lady move up. The other bird, I should say. I'm not British, but that joke lands, I think. I think that's an okay joke. We're working at the library tonight, boys. Yes, sir. Bad idea. Not working out at the library. Does not know how to get out of the way. 7 out of 10, I'll take it. That's not bad. So, we got Bad Idea, and we got Ponkoi. The first place curse may be real, but Bad Idea has beaten all of these monsters. There's a chance that he'll make the victory road run. I have faith. I have to have faith. I have to believe my boy. Bad Idea versus Ponkoi. That's 2 out of 3. Winner stays in Winners Cup. Loser moves back to S rank and has to fight for a spot next week. Flick to start things off at 61. A little bit of damage. Ponkoi does have a lot of life. Hopper combo at 36. Misses. Ponkoi has a 70 guts lead. What's it going to do with it though? Bad Idea has a faster guts rate than Ponkoi by a significant margin. Gatling Blow's not a terrible option. Big damage on that crit. Does have higher damage for guts cost options, but you know. 136 on Roll Assault. Bad Idea gets anger. He's steaming. 20 guts lead. 1-2 thrust hits. 139 on the crit. Procs anger again. Goes for hop combo at 43, and it is going to land. That's going to be all of Ponkoi's guts gone, and probably a KO as well. Bad Idea wins game number 1. Hopper combo with a 70 guts lead is pretty spooky. The animation's so long that Ponkoi built like 20 guts during it, but bad idea made up that deficit pretty big. Anger procs again. We're at 90. Flick with a 50 guts lead. Gonna do significant damage and a little bit of withering. Rapid Flick. We don't see Rapid Flick often. We almost always see little version, which is a Flick combo. Rapid Flick, significantly weaker, but also significantly cheaper. Flick combo at 63. And there's another attack. He's got 20, not 20 guts, 20 life left. Roll Assault, probably not the most damage effective use of his guts right now. I mean, it actually is a fairly good guts to cost ratio, but it is such a long animation, and Bad Idea gets the KO. Bad Idea moves on. Avoid the first place curse. Animation is really cool on Flick combo, or is it Rapid Flick, I mean? On Flick combo, it shows his face, and he does the little evil eye thing. So my boy moves on. My boy, look, I didn't massacre my boy. Sorry, Tix. I think Ponkoi is probably going to make Legend Cup. I don't think anybody would worry about that. Hopper combo. Oh, Hopper combo. Yeah, it's a cool animation. It starts far out and then it zooms in. A little behind on mobile. Yeah, no problem. All good. GG's, Tix. I think Ponkoi is probably going to be back next week, next Thursday, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's the next person to win Legend Cup. To make it to the Legend Cup, sorry. There is 6 weeks left. There's a lot to happen still. But next up we got Krakatoa. And we got Adriana. Who moves on to the Grand Finals? Who has to fight Bad Idea for their shot at Grands? All matches from this point on are best 3 out of 5. We are in the finals set of the tournament. So winners finals, losers finals, and grand finals are all best 3 out of 5. Fire Twister hits 50-50, does 348 damage. Adriana is 282. Ooh. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. For a really long time, we thought that intelligence doesn't really dilute intelligence damage unless you have some defense. But that did way, way less than it did against anybody else. I don't think we've ever seen Water Gun do 280 damage. But against a monster with 900 intelligence, we saw it do that little. Oh, Eruption hits at 52. 865. See, my monsters could survive that. Maybe. Maybe. That's a quick 2 games, though. If intelligence does dampen, then you know what, maybe they can't, because Adriana's got 900. Ooh, Fire Twister does 342. Yeah, no grit, I know. It's a Christmas miracle. Water Cannon hits. It's not an instant KO. Wow, 483 damage. Minus 40 guts, though. So Adriana has full control of this match. We'll get probably 2 attacks before Krakatoa gets up to 45 guts. Water Gun misses at 61. Adriana's still going to hit 45 guts first, despite being about 15 behind. Fire Stream hits, though. Jeez. But Krakatoa, now on tournament point, not tournament point, but match point, to move on to grand finals. Adriana not performing as I expected. There's the Water Gun, 400 damage on the crit, minus 29 guts. The Withering is what gives Adriana the edge in this matchup. Krakatoa has one low-risk option, which is Fire Twister, and you know, he keeps hitting it, so low risk. It's not necessarily low reward. I mean, it can do an insane amount of damage, and it only costs 18 guts, so it's not very expensive. Doesn't give him the one-hit kill against a lot of monsters, though. With the Guts lead, it can do, like, 700 damage on a crit. Fire Stream at 61 misses. Adriana has a small lead. Both monsters can attack, though. Fire Twister misses at 51. And I think that's it. Krakatera isn't going to be able to attack again. Yeah, such a slow Guts rate. So Adriana forces Game 5. A very close match between these two. Fire Stream misses. Adriana has a 50 Guts lead. 58 on Water Cannon hits. 530 damage, minus 38 Guts. Krakatera may get another chance to attack. That might be it. Adriana's gonna have to miss a couple of attacks. Just building that lead. Water Gun at 64. There's the hit. And no. Oh. Krakatera still living. Still gritting. But Adriana able to attack almost immediately after. Krakatera still needs to build up another 20 Guts. 25 Guts even. Water Cannon hits at 58. 700 damage. God damn. So, Adriana moves on to Grand Finals. And we get a rematch between the Bird and Bad Idea. Adriana is a menace. What a horrifyingly powerful monster. The only monster that has beaten Adriana so far is Bad Idea. So if Bad Idea can beat Krakatera, maybe her Reign of Terror can be stopped. But, you know, I don't think that's the best example, as he did hit some hopper combos, and that is really pretty lucky when that happens. Because neither of these monsters have anger, Bad Idea can't hope for an anger proc to make his attacks more accurate. He just needs to win on straight damage and withering. Krakatera, 99%. Very, very good chance to instantly win. Flick combo hits first, though. 440 damage, minus 17 Guts, up to 45. Krakatera gets power. This is fucking scary. There you go. That's easily a one-hit KO. Do we get a grit, though? No grit. The power... Power is so scary, man. That was big damage from the flick combo. Yeah, and it crit too, because why not, right? Why not just give him everything? Anger. 61 on flick combo. That's going to be a lot of withering. 44 Guts down. Bad Idea is sitting in the driver's seat. There's Fury. He absolutely will not have 45 Guts by the time Fury's up. Doesn't use hopper combo, max up for flick. Flick misses at 63. Goes for hopper combo at 38. Oh my god. Bad Idea is throwing so hard. This was over. This was over. And then he's like, you know what, I'm going to use hopper combo. I'm going to use hopper combo twice. Oh well. So, Bad Idea is going to go up 2 games. Unless it just does that. Both monsters can attack. Eruption at the last second. Minus 43 Guts. There's a grit, but not enough time. Bad Idea literally stole defeat from the jaws of victory. That was so one-sided. It was completely over. And then he wasted 88 Guts on hopper combo. So, not getting particularly lucky in this matchup. Flick misses again at 55. Hopper combo at 30. There's a hit. Makes up for last game a little bit. Not enough to KO, though? Oh my god, are you serious? Krakatera's insanely bad Guts rate coming to the rescue there, giving him a lot of defense. Fire Twister hits 381 damage. A little bit of withering. Fire Stream and Eruption can kill. Fire Twister can kill on a crit. Hopper combo 33, and it hits again. Oh my god. Minus 19 Guts. Krakatera crits, and he's still alive. I cannot believe the luck here. He gets hit by 230s, and I'm thinking like, wow, you know what? The luck's a little bit one-sided in this matchup. And then Krakatera is like, you know what? I did get hit by the 30s, but I'm just going to live everything. And there is 2 Fire Twisters back-to-back. Absolute insanity. Krakatera. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. So 3-0 for the chicken. And he gets to fight Adriana in the finals. That's 2 games in a row that were just completely stolen, but that's okay. That's what happens. We have Adriana and the Bird. Both very good builds. Yeah, Cracker literally, oh my god, I fucking hate this emulator. I swear to Christ, it just like puts in extra inputs all the time. I don't know how I can press down once, and sometimes it does nothing, sometimes it does 2 inputs. But either way, we'll get change of scenery in Grand Finals. Was not intended, but you know, happy accident. So congratulations to both Engine and Al. Whether you win or lose, both your monsters will stay in at least Winner's Cup, maybe Legend Cup. I mean, one of you has to win, right? Water Cannon to start things off, and it misses. Krakatera hits the eruption. 999 damage, and Adriana does not grit. Game 1 goes to chicken. Water Cannon misses at 51 again. Eruption at 58. Goes for Fire Stream instead. That misses at 60. Wow. Both these monsters having trouble landing at Fire Stream. 521 damage. Water Gun hits. Oh, that's a lot of withering. Adriana is going to be able to attack much quicker than the Bird will. But she still needs to hit one more time. Both of her attacks sitting around 60%. Water Gun misses. But she will get another chance before the Bird does. She can attack with anything. Water Cannon hits. Adds 0. Bird does grit, but it's a little too late. 1-all going into game number 3 in this best of 5. So what do we got? Krakatera moving slightly out of range. That was kind of funny. Took one step back and then stopped. Eruption hits at 52. 876. Krakatera up 2-1 on reset point. Can he do it again? Probably. Fire Twister hits, 518 damage on the crit. Adriana gets power. This is probably going to force a game 5, realistically. Water Gun at 60% hits, 650 damage. My god, 1 hit kills. And here's game 5. Adriana on tournament point. Krakatera on reset point. Eruption misses. Adriana has a 60 guts lead. Hits the Water Gun. Does not put Krakatera into power range, but it doesn't matter either way. Krakatera is very far away from 45 guts. Yeah, this is an insane game. It's just 1-hit shots, or very close both times. Water Cannon at 58 misses. Krakatera still living. Needs to win an entire other set plus this game if it wants to move on to the Legend Cup. But what's it got? Fire Twister at 50 misses. Uh-oh. 20 seconds left. Water Gun hits. And it grits. It's trying to put on a show. 15 seconds left, though. I don't know if it can get enough guts to attack. Oh, man. It has hurry. Can it build up to 45? I don't think it can. It's a little anticlimactic, but, you know, finishes it off with another water gun. Adriona is the first monster to move onto the Legend Cup. Losing only one set all day, and that was to Bad Idea, who finishes third. Sec. Just finishing this. Okay. So, what a tournament today. That was kind of crazy. There's such high stakes in this one. It makes it a lot more fun, I think. So we have Adriana moving on to Legend Cup. We have Bird and Bad Idea staying behind, but not being demoted. And then Ponkoi and the remaining monsters. So Conjunctive, Wemked, Ponkoi, Eden Built, and Kablam will all move back. And we'll have to fight on Sunday to try and secure another spot in here. Thank you for watching. Let's see if anybody is streaming that we can raid right now. We got raided, so it makes sense to pay that forward a little bit. Oh, there's the... I'm hitting mute on my stream, but it won't mute. That's great. That's fantastic. So I apologize for the little bit of an echo that you're going to hear in a sec. Yeah, no, I don't have any friends streaming. That's okay. We'll just end it. Let's move back. Excited for Sunday. Yeah, we're going to see some more fun stuff on Sunday. Oops, I have everything up. There we go. So there's our top four. Congratulations again to Engine. This is kind of an insanely scary monster. And even though Bad Idea beat it, I don't feel super happy with the win. I don't think it's a thing that can be easily replicated. And like I said, Adriana has a good shot at winning this whole thing. Krakatera's got a pretty good shot at winning the whole thing too, realistically. It's just that Adriana is a bad matchup.